Hello and welcome to day 13 of our 30-day yoga therapy challenge. You guys are rocking it. I was going to do today's practice as a bonus, but then I was thinking after doing the work that we did yesterday, it might end up being a little bit too much, a little bit too tiring for legs and hips. So I decided to make it our full practice today. So we will be exploring tree pose. So you don't need any props for today, but maybe situate yourself with a chair or a wall nearby, just in case you need a little bit of balance support. Otherwise, let's come up to standing. So we'll find ourselves in a mountain pose, feet hip distance apart. And let's settle here, feeling into the 3 points of your feet, center of the heel, base of the big toe and base of the baby toe. And let's take a few grounding, centering breaths, taking a full breath in through your nose and exhaling out the mouth. And one more. Feeling yourself in standing. I'll just be here a few moments longer. Feeling steady and strong. Maybe orienting your attention towards the position of your spine from your tailbone all the way up to the base of your skull. Sensing the position of your pelvis. So I invite you today to explore your practice, moving in a pain-free range of motion always, and just do what you need to do and nothing more, nothing less. So you want to adopt this sense of relaxed resilience or effortless effort. And when we do this, this is where we start to develop stability and strength and all the things that we want, so that we can start to take our practice maybe a little bit further. If we're in a practice, if you're doing a tree pose or whatever pose that you're doing, and you're just like you're holding on for dear life to be in the pose, and you're clenching and squeezing and gripping and bracing and you're holding your breath, then you're really doing more, you're putting a lot of effort into something that you don't necessarily need to expend a lot of effort in to get the benefits of the practice. Okay, so let's save ourselves some energy and generate more energy from actually doing less. And if you don't believe me, just try it and see for yourself. Okay, my floor is very sticky. Okay, from our mountain pose, let's start to explore rotating the right leg in the hip socket. So we've done this a few times already. We want to keep the pelvis neutral without the turning. So just let the leg turn independently of the pelvis. And then once you find what your range is for today, you'll let the foot come down and then bend the knee, sliding the heel to ankle. So the left leg is supporting us, the right toes and ball of the foot still on the floor, so there is some support here. If this is challenging for you already, stay here. This is your tree pose for today. If you need to hold on or just have your hand ready if you feel unsteady, that's perfect. If you fall out of the pose, just come back to mountain pose and reset. So this doesn't matter what stage or position you're in. If you fall out, just reset. Rotate the leg out, bend the knee, slide the heel to ankle. If you feel steady here and you want a little bit more, slide your foot onto the shin. Maybe the toes are still on the floor. So this is a little bit more challenging. Be in a place where you can breathe with ease. If you want a little bit more, explore sliding your foot up onto your shin. Now, if in that action your hip hikes up, then that means you've gone too far. Now we're using our back muscles to move the leg. The leg bone is no longer moving in the hip socket. So let's reset. From standing, rotate the leg, bend the knee, heel to ankle, and then maybe just pause where the toes are touching. If you can slide the foot up, right? So this is a movement. Leg bones moving in the hip socket. You're changing the angle, how the leg bone comes into the hip socket when we slide the foot up. That's all that's changing. So now your foot is pressing into your leg. And then no matter where you are, whether you're here or if your foot's on the floor, you can keep your hands on your hips. You can let the arms hang. Maybe palms are together in front of the chest. Maybe you're doing a cactus arms, or the arms are extending all the way up. You can decide on what arm position feels the best for you. But whatever you choose, keep a neutral spine. Sometimes bringing the arms up might cause a little bit of flexion in the spine, or not flexion, rather extension. The ribs flare out. I mean, you could do that, but let's just keep it simple for today. If you want to go a little bit further, make sure that wherever you slide your foot to, you're only going as far as the hips don't hike up. So let's keep holding and breathing. Effortless effort. If you feel like you're just holding on, then consider resetting and making it a little bit simpler, a little bit easier for yourself. Right? Like my hip hasn't hiked. I can breathe easily. I definitely feel effort in my leg. I can feel the little twitches and the calibrating in my foot and my ankle as my body is kind of figuring out where it is in space and what it needs to do to hold me up. But I'm not gripped, I'm not braced. I'm just doing what I need to do to be here comfortably. I'm still feeling the work and effort in my leg. And there's still work going on up here, right? The muscles in our torso that connect through our pelvis to our leg and our core muscles. It's keeping us stable, it's keeping us steady. So there still is work going on here, even though we're not, actively working up here right now. And you can come out at any time. And to do so, we're going to turn the legs of the knees forward and then let the foot come down to the floor and stand in your mountain pose. All right, let's explore the other side. So when you're ready, rotating the left leg in the hip socket. When you find the range that you can move the leg without the hips following, let the foot come down. It might be helpful to shift the weight a little bit into that standing leg if it feels like you're not really rooted in through that leg, and then slide the heel, bend the knee, and then slide the heel to ankle. You can either stay here, slide your foot higher so the toes are on the floor, the sole of the foot is against the inside of the shin, or maybe up a little bit further. I used to teach it, I used to say either have your foot above or below the knee. And one of the reasons teachers say don't push your foot against the side of your knees, because the knee is like a hinge joint, and you don't want it popping out to the side. Our legs are not really built in a way where that's going to happen. I'm creating a little bit of resistance, like I'm pressing the inside of my leg and my knee into my foot, and it feels steady. Like it's not just going to give out. You need to feel comfortable where you are. If it feels unstable, then don't do that. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I think having that pressure and that resistance actually builds up strength and stability. So you decide what's right for you. And you can make those decisions based on how it feels. Arm position of your choice. Maybe noticing how your foot and ankle are responding. Notice how your breath is responding to you. So if you're holding your breath, if you're breathing heavy, it could be a sign that you're putting in a little bit more effort than what you actually need to right now. A couple more breaths here. Ooh, feeling the burn in the legs. You can hold a little bit longer if you're ready to come out. You're going to rotate the leg back to center, release it down, and then stand in your mountain pose. Feel that presence in your legs. How are we doing for time here? Oh, good. We're just at 10 minutes. And let's just hang out with that feeling that you have in your legs. And we'll move the arms a little bit. With an inhale, let the arms float up at the side, palms coming together at the top. And then exhale, hands come down through center. So we're going to link movement and breath, feeling the arm bones moving. And then if it feels like if you're arching back and lifting the ribs in order to bring the arms all the way up, see if you can just back up your movement the next time the arms come up. Keep a neutral spine. Maybe the arms have to come forward a little bit more and then down. So we just want to keep everything neutral and just let the arms move. Inhaling, arms rise up, and exhaling, arms come down. Keep going. Keep hitting the wall. 2 more. And after your exhale, we're going to inhale the arms up in front and then exhale the arms to the side. Inhale, arms rise up in front, same thing. And then as the arms come down, flex the palms so the fingertips stay pointing to the ceiling and press out through your palms. Inhale, arms rise up and exhale. So it's as if your hands were sliding down walls on either side of you. Linking movement and breath. Last one. And pausing in your mountain pose. Notice what you notice. And let's finish off our practice with a gentle side bend. Let's bend the left elbow, bringing the hand to the side of the head. Or maybe your hand comes to the back of the head. There's a gentle kind of resistance pressing the back of the head into the hand. If this feels uncomfortable for the shoulder, you can bring the hand down onto the shoulder or onto the hip. So you decide where the arm feels best. And let's hug the right arm into the right side of the body. And then start to slide the hand down the leg as you move into a gentle side bend. Be in a place where you can breathe with ease. So it's not about sinking down. We want to have some control and coordination in this movement. And then breathe while you hold into your left side rib cage. Imagine the ribs expanding as you breathe in and softening, releasing as you breathe out. If you want a little bit more, you can extend that top arm up into the air so your elbow is straight. And then to release, we're just going to slowly come back up and release the left arm down. Right hand can come to the hip, the shoulder, the side of the head, or the back of the head. I'm just gently pressing my head into my hand, and then slide the left hand down your leg to take you into a side bend. If you find that your body starts to lean forward, just come back and reset. We just want to stay in that kind of side to side plane without the body moving forward or back. So if in doubt, just reset and try it again. See what you notice. And then breathing into the ribs on the right side. The side where you feel the stretch. If you want, you can extend the arm up. And then slowly lifting back up and releasing the arm down. Again, standing in your mountain pose and noticing what you notice. All right. I hope you feel great. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And I look forward to joining you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.